Hey guys, it's Emma here and I have my box of stories box for July. I can't wait to get into this. It feels really light and it should have 4 books in it, so let's find out what's in it. I will link them down below as always. Box of Stories is an amazing book subscription service. They have loads of different genres. The one I get now is the sci-fi fantasy one. They are starting to do boxes of 2 books as well, so it's even cheaper for you. I did look at that because I have a lot of books sitting here on the floor that I haven't read yet. But when I looked at it, you couldn't get a sci-fi fantasy box of 2 books. It was just sci-fi or just fantasy or something, and I didn't want just that, so I've stuck with the 4 books. But that is an option for you guys. There's crime, there's like summer reads and things, I think. There's a bunch of different kinds of stories. Fiction, that's the one I started on. So as I say, I will link them below. Go and check them out. They're great. They save all these books every year from being pulped. These are books that you wouldn't necessarily have heard about. They didn't have a big marketing budget. But I've got some really amazing books in these boxes. That is why I've been with them for like, I don't know, a couple of years now at least. 2.5 years maybe by this point, because I think it was January I started, 2021 maybe. Anyway, the videos will be they'll be on my channel. You can go and check when I started them. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into this, so let's just get it open. So as I said, there should be 4 books in here, but it feels really light, so let's see what's going on. Just bring out all the packing materials. Okay, book 1. We have Birds of Paradise by Oliver K. Langmead. That's a really weird looking cover. It's pretty cool. It's like a man made of birds or something. Ooh, creepy. So, it says, what if you were made before death? What? What does that mean? Adam, the first man, still walks the earth. Exhausted by the endless destruction, he's a shadow of his former self. And he's not the only one. The first animals are scattered across the world, hiding in plain sight from mankind. But now pieces of the garden are turning up on Earth, and Adam is determined to save the pieces of his long-lost home. With the help of Eden's undying exiles, he must stop Eden becoming a plaything of mankind. Gathering the scattered pieces of paradise across America and the British Isles with magpie, owl, and other animals, Adam must risk it all to rescue his friends and his home, because rebuilding the garden might be the key to rebuilding his life. That actually sounds pretty cool. So yeah, what if you were made before death is Adam. I should have just kept reading. But yeah, that is book 1, so that actually sounds pretty cool. And book 2 is The Beautiful Land by Alan Averill? One or the other. And again, some feathers, maybe a bit birdy again, we'll see. So it says, boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy steals a time machine and attempts to save girl and the world from impending annihilation. Taco Leary is a Japanese-American television host who vanished off the grid after a failed suicide attempt. His childhood friend, Samira Mohib, is an Iranian-American military translator suffering from PTSD as a result of her time in the Iraq War. In love from the moment they met, they are destined to be apart forever. But thanks to a mysterious invention buried deep in the Australian outback, they now have one more chance to get it right. I do love a good time machine story, so I'm excited about this one too. And these are all nice small ones. One of the ones that I was just reading from one of box of stories is like the biggest book I ever got in a box of stories. It was like a big chunky one. It was really good though, so just that'll be in one of my recent reads, favourite reads books videos, so check out for that. Next one is The Arrival of Missives by Alia Whiteley. This is quite a small one. So it says, they decide long into the future what is important and expect me to be content with that. The Arrival of Missives. In the aftermath of the Great War, Shirley Fern dreams of challenging the conventions of rural England, where life is as unchanging as the seasons. The scarred veteran, Mr. Chiller, left disfigured by an impossible accident on the battlefields of France, brings with him a message. Part prophecy, part warning. As Shirley's village prepares for the annual May Day celebrations, where a new queen will be crowned and the future reborn, she must choose between change and renewal. Will the missives Mr. Chiller brings prevent her mastering her destiny? Exploring complex ideas of fate and power and questioning the authority of those who write our cultural narratives, The Arrival of Missives is a unique work, deftly marrying literary and genre influences. It heralds the arrival of a major new voice in speculative fiction. Not so sure about that one, but at least it's short. So, I mean, it might be great. You know, you don't know these things until you read them. But it's about 120 pages by the looks of it. So if I don't like it, it won't take me long to read it. It'll be like a day or two. So yeah, that is book 3. And then should be the last one in here. Book 4 is Depth by Lev Akrosen? I don't know. Lev, L-E-V, and then A-C, and then Rosen, R-O-S-E-N. So however you pronounce that, that is the author's name. So it says, when the polar ice caps melted, America's east coast became an underwater graveyard, except for New York City, where 1 million people make their home amongst the skyscrapers poking through the ocean waves. 1 million people who like to live by their own rules, including Simone Pierce, one of the best private investigators in the city. It starts out as a routine surveillance job, cheating husband, attractive blonde. But when the husband turns up with a bullet in him, the cops like Simone for the murder. If she can find the blonde, she'll clear her name. But instead she stumbles onto a strange network of power brokers and art collectors, all looking for a treasure that can't possibly exist. As she struggles to find the murderer, Simone is only sure of one thing. She can't trust anybody, not even herself, because the city she grew up in might have more secrets than even she knows. So that sounds like a cool mystery, but with a kind of apocalyptic twist to it. And that should be it. Yeah, that's everything that's in the box. So all we've got left is our little kind of postcard thing, box of stories, and it just tells you all the kind of perks of being a subscriber. So basically, if you subscribe, the price actually goes down that you're paying every time. You can set it up for as many amounts as you want. So like I have it every 3 months. You can set it up every month, every 2 months, every 3 months, maybe even every 4 months. I'm not sure. But yeah, my next one will come in October. And every 3rd box you get a surprise. So that could be an extra book, or it could be money off your next box, things like that. So yeah, they are a great company, as I always say. But yeah, that is all that's in the box. So all that we've got left is all our facts and figures about how much they save every year and how great this company is. So, and that's me saying that, not them. So yeah, that is all that's in the box. So we got, to recap, we got Depth by, I'm just going to say Lev Rosen. We got The Arrival of Missives by Alia Whiteley. We got The Beautiful Land by Alan Averill. And we got Birds of Paradise by Oliver K. Langmead. So yeah, I'm really excited to check them out. I'm probably least excited about this little one here, but as I say, you never know until you read something. I'm really excited about the rest of them. So that is it for this one, guys. So any comments, leave them down below, share with your friends, give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you next time, guys. Bye!